This morning, the thing that the Democrats were on was that the president hadn't consulted with Congress, which, again, presidents unfortunately don't do. And as you know, AOC, amongst others, has called for the president to be impeached. Here's the president on Truth Social. This is number 10, please. Slamming the gentlelady from Brooklyn and the Bronx and saying she's one of the dumbest people in Congress, now calling for my impeachment, despite the fact that Democrats have done that twice. The reason for her rantings is all the victories that the U.S. has under the Trump administration. The Democrats aren't used to winning. Next screen, please. He attacks some other members of Congress, talks about Joe Biden in the auto pen. Next screen, please. And says, Chuck Schumer, whose career is definitely on very thin ice. She and the Democratic friends have just hit the lowest poll numbers in congressional history. So go ahead and try impeaching me again. Make my day. A lot of Democrats now are going to be raising this issue of whether it was worth it because of the reports that it only set the program back a little bit. We're not going to solve that tonight, but we'll talk about that in a minute with our guests. Here's a tweet from Dean Phillips, number 14. You recall the Minnesota congressman was the only person to challenge Joe Biden for the nomination besides Bobby Kennedy, who left the party. And Dean Phillips says this: Democrats wishing to lose the 26 midterms should promote a 33-year-old socialist devoid of executive experience for mayor of America's largest city and impeach a president who ended a tyrannical regime's nuclear threat while achieving a ceasefire days later. Again, Dean Phillips' tweet, very popular with certain people in my circle. I was probably sent it by 40 different people. But he says eliminate. And of course, now other Democrats, at least, will be bringing up the question of whether it was eliminated. I'll say again, let's see what the other intelligence agencies say. They don't always agree.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.